Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, Worimi. Hopefully, I have no control over how the subtitles are, but you guys know what I'm talking about. The Worimi First Nations people, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Okay, entertainment only. What I want to have a look at first of all, lest we forget, and respect to all that have gone before us, in regards to the US Memorial Day. Very powerful day, definitely not a day of celebration, but a day of remembrance and a day of respect. Um, Heart goes out to the people of Papua New Guinea. Horrific rains resulting in landslides. The Australian government, I suspect they have probably already sent specialist military personnel to help. I do know as of yesterday they were on standby to go. About 700 people have been in a very remote region have believed to have been killed, and many hundreds are homeless. Okay, what I want to have a look at in this reading at the moment is the gag order. So Jack Smith has lodged a motion for a partial gag order on Trump due to his and still ongoing outraging against the FBI, claiming that the raid on Mar-a-Lago was an attempted assassination attempt because of the wording of the warrant. Now, the wording of the warrant is the same wording in every warrant throughout the US that says if they are met with resistance, they have the authority to use force. If they are met with deadly weapons, then they have the authority to use deadly force. In other words, if you've got a warrant to search your premises and they go into a premises and some dude pulls a gun, the police have, or the authorities have, permission to unalive that person. So, goodness me. So I want to know how that gag order application is going to go. So Jack Smith has put it in. The defence now have the ability to give their reply in regards to that motion. They've put it off till next Monday. And again, another week where he can just willy-nilly and rile up uh, an element of his base that are quite dangerous. So I want to have a look to see whether the gag order is going to be um, uh, put in place. So this is Aileen Cannon, but she's been watched very carefully. I did a reading on her last week, and was it last week? And I do feel that she's sort of starting to rock in a hard place in regards to this contract she made. It's an unbalanced contract. It's an uncomfortable contract. Sorry, I should be covering the nudie bits. I haven't been pulled up for nudie bits yet. But you've got this overseen. Now, whether this is an 11th district judge um, in the appeals court, because I do feel that she's been monitored fairly carefully, or whether this is someone in the Federalist Society telling her what to do. There is this agreement is being overlooked. I think, though, the strength of it might find itself, she might be starting to divorce herself from her position due to difficult decision being made and a lot of negative headlines in regards to Trump himself, and he finding himself fully exposed, the light shining on him. I read the other day, I think she's second thoughts about this now. I believe her husband is very much into the Federalist Society, but I think she's some second thoughts. So I want to see whether this gag order will be put into place, please. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I mean, it's a no-brainer, to be honest. However, Trump is of this time. He's exposing so many loopholes, but he's also exposing a lot of levels of corruption that we're both in the capitalist, but also in the government levels as well. I mean, you've got Alito and you've got Alito and Thomas, you've got Cannon, you've got all sorts of judges, you've got uh, elected officials, etc., etc. Okay, well, a couple of cards have come out. Don't like those cards. Um, the one that flung out at me is the Swords of Truth hovering over Aileen Cannon, and literally her just having a lie down, having a Bex and a lie down. I think she's going to delay on this, not make a decision in regards to this. Uh, but then what appeared to me was this card, which was Jack Smith. And the cards that followed this were restriction, loss, and out in the cold. So I am just going to say I don't think Jack Smith is going to uh, the gag, or she's just not going to take action on it, is what I'm getting at. It's not that she's going to deny it, she's just not going to take action on it. It's very much, yeah, she's just ignoring. I think she's just going to have a lie down, a Bex and a lie down, and she's just going to ignore it. As a couple of my beautiful viewers have pointed out, that if she doesn't make a ruling on something, or she doesn't put it in writing, then the 11th Jack can't appeal it. It doesn't go to the 11th Circuit, and the 11th Circuit can't do anything about it. So, I do see her getting removed um, prior to the election, the case actually starting prior to the election. But let's have a look. I'm using my Trip and Wait Tarot if you're wondering about the deck. Will Aileen Cannon, what will Aileen Cannon do in regards to this application for that's the egg order? You want that one. You want that one. Okay. Right. Well, the first card that flung out is this one again. The contract and agreement being overseen by the overlords, basically. But you'll notice these two figures, their hands are not touching. It's like an agreement at a distance, being watched over. Now, whether this is the Federalist Society or whether this is the 11th Circuit, but again, they can't take any action. So she's got the snake and the apples and all the rest of it. This dude, this is Trump himself, despondent. His tree behind him, the leaves have turned brown. They're starting to fall off. Um, Drawn to what looks like a volcano in the background with this figure on top of it. So what's going on, the power of what is in the background overseeing them. Okay, so is Aileen Cannon going to, and then we've got the manipulation card. Creating out of thin air. She's got all the tools at her disposal. Foundation, isolation, investigation, shining a light in the dark, but this may be that she's just simply going to guru herself on top. She is not a guru. Do not get me wrong. There, what I'm sort of talking about is isolate herself on the top of a hill, and not bringing forth any comment. 3 major arcana so far, really important here. In the past, illusion, delusion, smoke screens, poor choices, throwing up roadblocks. It's in the past. This is what she's been doing in the past. Let's see where this goes. Crowning this reading, something unexpected coming out of left field though. An offer with a fish leaping out. And it's an unexpected. I mean, you don't really think a fish is going to leap out of your cup. There may be an offer of some sort that is a little bit surprising. Right, immediate future, we've got Jack Smith here in the immediate future. Externally, bringing forth information, I'm going to say about Aileen Cannon's mercenary actions. Was she being paid for what she's for her stalling? Because internally for Aileen Cannon, or just was she going to do a ruling on this gag order, there are secrets that are coming to the surface that are going to have a light shone upon them. We've got domestic dog, wild dog here, so this is tame versus the wild as well. Along this path through the two pillars of wisdom here. So this, do not underestimate Jack Smith is all I can say, and I'll say it again and again and again. On the surface, he may not seem like he's doing much, but I bet he is working his freckle off in the background. Hopes and fears, being restricted. These swords all point downwards. Restriction that can be wriggled out of, but it might be Aileen Cannon that's finding herself further and further restricted in the legalities of things. Because I did ask Aileen Cannon ruling on the gag order. Her fear may be that she is just finding herself more and more restricted in what she can do. So the outcome, let's have a look. Loss, disappointment, heartbreak for Trump. And then we've got the death card. Again, this is the third time in 2 readings that I've got this for him. News, powerful message coming forward, new plan, new beginning, and a harsh truth. And then walking away. I think I'm really feeling with most of these cases, his health is going to force the hand. I really think the health is going to force the hand, because when the truth of it comes out, the message of it comes out, and again, Aileen Cannon, the horse, what the hell have I got myself into? And then her leaving, her stepping down. So I'm not getting that she's going to actually rule on this gag order. What I'm more getting is that she's going to delay, but then we have that unexpected left field moment, which I think a lot of us know what it's going to be in regards to Trump, and she's going to step down from the case. Because to be honest, at the end of the day, if Trump isn't there to, I mean, the case will go ahead whether Trump is healthy or not, because A, there's a lot of other people involved, but B, this is very much about it is about Trump, but it's very much about handling of classified documents by any ex-president. So I think the case will still go ahead, even if his health doesn't means that he's not capable of defending himself or going to court. This is going to be, but I don't feel that she's going to. I think she's just going to delay on the delay on the gag order. Okay, let's see how it plays. Love to you all. Take care.